know I'm outside right now. I'm undefeated tonight. 2-0. 3, really. Because when niggas see me, they fucking just pulled off. Don't drive off when y'all see me outside. I'm outside right now, nigga. I'm outside right now.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Bitch, this is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about, watch your mouth. Baby got an ego twice the size of the crib. I can never tell a shit, it is what it is.
Yeah, it ain't safe outside right now. Don't beat no cars up when you see a nigga sleeping. I'm outside right now.
Cuts would always say, is the difference between the coward and the hero. They both feel the same. They both scared and nervous. It's just one lets his feelings get the better and devour him like the coward. And then he runs and hides. When the hero feels the same way, but he fights the feelings off. And he goes on to accomplish being a hero. Me, myself, I used to always think for some reason that I was a coward. I was afraid because of the way I felt.
Look at the bag. Huh? Look at the bag. Very good. Your weight on the bag is always impressive.
Clay from Louisville, Kentucky came up and stopped Sonny Liston, the man who annihilated Floyd Patterson twice. He was going to kill me. But he hit harder than George. His reach was longer than George. He's a better boxer than George. And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been lost, knocked down a couple of times. I'm bad.
Well, for me, when I've arrived here, I'm ready to fight already. It's like waiting around is terrible for me. Like, you know, sitting around waiting. You know, I really want to get in the ring and you know, do what I need to do. But I realize this is like a necessary evil, what we're doing, in the sense that, all right, we got to go. People want to hear from us. You know, we've got a contract with the TV. We got to, you know, do this interview, do that. So, in essence, we get used to it, and we try and deal with it as much as we can, and allow making sure that it doesn't interrupt our thoughts. But our thoughts are always on the fight, the guy, and the mission ahead, and that's to win. And you know, even though everybody's excited about the fight, talking the fight, boxers are in a different mindset. We're listening to you, but we're not listening to you 100%, because we're still focused on what we still need to do in the ring. So that's what's on our mind. The only time we can relax is after the fight. And even after the fight, we can't sleep until a day after that.
This picture of you, this was taken just before you, I think, go out and do battle. And you say, this is how you feel before every fight. Is that true?
Yes. I sit there and I think, how many lefts did I take when I should have went right to end up at this arena where in about 3 hours I have to fight somebody?
Right.
And I'm terrified and I'm nervous. And then right before the fight, they put us on a marker and they say, DC, you're walking in 10. And they give me a 10 count. And I'm still like, my heart's fluttering and I'm terrified and I'm scared. And then my music hits the speakers and I run out to the octagon. And once I step in there, because you know, I fight in the main event the vast majority of the time. And the UFC builds to the end of the night. And I can feel the energy from the bottom of the octagon. And I think to myself right before they say fight, there's no place in the world I'd rather be.
Isn't that fascinating?
I'm in the dressing room. 5 minutes before I come out, my gloves are laced up. I'm breaking my gloves down. I'm pushing the lever in the back of my glove. I'm breaking the middle of the glove so my knuckle could pierce through the leather. I feel my knuckle piercing against the tight leather gloves on the Everlast boxing glove. When I come out, I have supreme confidence, but I'm scared to death. I'm totally afraid. I'm afraid of everything. I'm afraid of losing. I'm afraid of being humiliated. But I'm totally confident. The closer I get to the ring, the more confidence I get. The closer, more confidence I get. The closer, more confidence I get. All during my training, I've been afraid of this man. I thought this man might be capable of beating me. I've dreamed of him beating me. But I always stayed afraid of him. But the closer I get to the ring, I'm more confident. Once I'm in the ring, I'm a god. No one could beat me. I walk around the ring, but I never take my eyes off my opponent. I keep my eyes on him, even if he's ready and pumping. He can't wait to get his hands on me as well. I keep my eyes on him. I keep my eyes on him. I keep my eyes on him. Then once I see a chink in his armor, boom, and one of his eyes may move, and then I know I have him. And then when he comes to the center of the ring, he still looks at me with his piercing look, and as if he's not afraid. But he already made that mistake when he looked down for that 1/10 of a second. I know I had him. He'll fight hard for the first 2 or 3 rounds, but I know I already broke his spirit.
They asked Mike Tyson if he ever had fear, and he said, of course I had fear. Every fight I talk to says they have butterflies in their stomach before a fight. How did you guys both fought pro, you were a champion, buddy. How did you deal with the pre-fight butterfly, with the anxious, the nervousness? Were you scared or no?
I wasn't scared, but you have those butterflies, so I would go to sleep in the dressing room.
That helped you calm down?
I said, wake me up when you gotta wrap my hands. But really, I was really going to sleep, hoping when I woke up the fight was over.
But that's one way to do it. Well, how did you deal with it?
Well, I don't know, me, I just couldn't wait. I hate the weight part. Weight part I hate. I just like want to go in there and wrap my hands.
But you wouldn't think someone like Mike Tyson would be scared.
But it's not scared. It's like it helps you though. It's like your nerves, it helps you be sharp. If you don't have nerves,
you don't want to come in too relaxed. But you don't want
you wait once the bell rings, then you're okay. It's just like that, the anticipation. Who's gonna land the first punch? What is he gonna hit me with first? So a lot of things go through your mind, and then once the bell rings, then you're good now. Now you're back in your comfort zone.
Randy was talking about the chemical released in your brain for fear is the same chemical released in your brain when you're excited. You just get to choose, am I scared or am I excited? So before he would have his fights and he would get that chemical release, and it's a very real thing. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it makes some guys cry. It makes some guys wilt. You've heard of fight or flight? Fight or flight is a very, very real thing. There is documented cases, just by example, where police officers have been in the line of duty, had to pull their weapons, got so scared, they threw their weapons. They literally threw their gun at the person and turned and ran. I mean, fight or flight is a very real thing, and you have to choose and you have to be controlled, and it's something that you have to practice. But the way Randy did it, and it led him to many world championships, 17 main events, over 2 different weight classes, over a meaningful period of time, the way he did it is when he started to feel that thing, he would just tell himself, oh, I guess I'm excited. And it worked for him. I tried that many times. I can't tell you I had the same reaction, but there is a balance in there. And maybe that's something you can take with you.